diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hello. Daily Trudge. Welcome to my Daily Trudge. I'm Michelle. It's had a really good podcast. That's what we call them, podcasts. It will be out today. I'm trying to schedule myself a little bit better and things. So I'm going to try and put out 2 podcasts a month to start with. I'd like to get back up to where I was doing 1 or 2 a week. But I also had somebody helping me. So yeah, I'm always looking for speakers. The thing is it's got to fit. A lot of times people say, yeah, I'll do it. And they just kind of flake on me because they realize that maybe, here's the thing. I know that you might be willing to do it, but you might not be ready yet. And that's okay. Okay. I didn't feel like I was ready to really help people or sponsor until I was about 4 years sober. So, give time. Give time. That's my Cartman impression. That's my chicken pepper. I went to school at Trey Parker. Well, I was enrolled at the same school as Trey Parker. I'll just put it that way. I didn't know him. So I guess people used to pick on him. I don't remember. So I wouldn't even know if somebody else didn't tell me. I didn't go to high school. It was a good place to meet my friends so they could go drop acid and I could drink. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. That's right. I didn't want to do acid. I wanted to drink. So my friends would drop acid and then I would take care of them. I was very, very good at it too. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching. I'm good at good trips. All right. So, but don't ask me to do it because my answer will be no. Hey, Dion, I'm going to do some shrooms. You want to come along, make sure I have a good trip? Yeah. Nah, thanks. Thanks, Gabor. I shouldn't pick on Gabor, mate. He's all right. He's all right. He does know what he's talking about. I'm just not big on the mushrooms. Okay. I'm sure it does help PTSD, but I just talked about that the other day. We don't need to talk about it again. Character assassination. We kind of already know what it is, don't we? It's when we put other people down. The malicious and unjustified harming of a person's good reputation. You know what we call it? We call it shit talk. Talking shit. Talking crap. Talking behind other people's backs. So here's the key. Number 1, never say anything about anybody that you were not willing to say to their face. That's rule number 1. These are These are playground rules. These are the playground rules that I had when I was a kid. If you're going to say something, you say it to somebody else. You say it to their face. Do we talk about each other in the program? Absolutely, we do. We do. Okay. There are times when I might be concerned about somebody. Now, what I'm not going to get into is their personality. I'm not going to say they're doing this wrong, they're doing that wrong. No, it's going to be what can I do to help? What can I do to help? Okay. Why does character assassination happen? I'm gonna give you the quick answer. Fear. It's always fear. Yeah. There's a lot of character assassination that happens in Colorado. And what they'll do is they'll talk crap about you and then yell and then scream principles before personalities. People that call other people toxic are usually toxic. That's the new one, toxic. It's just name calling. That person's toxic. No, they're not. You're an asshole. Did you think of that? Maybe you're intolerant. Who am I to deem that somebody is crazy? Right? Name calling, that's the number one thing. That's the number one thing. Last thing that I heard that I did was hit on somebody's wife. And if people believe that, then they don't know me. They don't know me. Oh. So what happens when you are involved in character assassination? You're the one on the receiving end. What can you do about it? Man, that's a tough one. It's a tough one, and it's kind of situational. Why did I put gaslighting with this? Because they go hand in hand. Gaslighting is the process of which people, well, you don't want to listen. They're crazy, you know. There's a lot of things that I know people try and do to try and describe me. I have a hard time describing me, so good luck. I do know that I have a lot of self-awareness. I have a lot of self-awareness. I have to. I have to, or I won't make it in this silly little world. I won't. You know, if I can't be my own, then I'd feel better dead, man. It's from a song, nutshell. It doesn't mean I want to be dead. I'll listen to the whole thing. Gaslighting is the process in which other people will say that you are to convince you that you are. And it usually comes from a narcissistic standpoint. I'm going to give you a great example. Because the same people that talk crap. So one day, see, I have the guts to show up to your house. I will make an appointment with you. I'll show up to your house. If you want to talk, you bet. Okay. I was sat down and talked to this person, and we were trying to decide whether or not I was going to come back to work for them. And it wasn't going to happen. This person proceeded to cut down everything I was doing. No, you can't do that. There's better people for that. I was told my podcast wasn't going to make it. You should just come work for us. No, thank you. No, thank you. See, when I got into recovery coaching, I have a certain set of skills. Okay. And no, it's not tracking and locating people in France or Italy. All right. Liam Neeson movie, right? I have a certain set of skills. See, I have a certain set of skills, and I've worked on these skills. One of my skills is I'm able to approach people and start a conversation, a meaningful conversation. See, I was working with these people. They wanted me to keep doing things for free. At one point, we went and did this meeting, and they were going to be hooked up with somebody a little bit bigger. And they came back and they said, "Are you paying Dion to do this?" They said, "No." They said, "Then we don't want to work with you." And they got mad at me. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that. See, they already knew that bullshit was ensuing. I make it sound like I'm against recovery coaching, and I'm not. Just so you know, I'm a recovery coach. I'm a recovery coach. Well, I have my certificate. I don't utilize it. I think recovery coaching is a fantastic idea. I think it was probably one of the better things that we've come up in a while. Okay. But just like in anything else, there's good people and then there's evil people. And this is no different. This is no different. Okay. Right now, remember, anybody that follows me will know that I've been working on trying to get a stupid detox open in our area. And people are agreeing with me, but they want to hide who's doing it. And I won't go for that. I can't go for that. No, I can't. Because there's too many predators out there. They're saying, well, we need to hide it because it might affect the contract. That right there tells me everything I need to know. People I've been working with, they can't help me. So I did something I don't usually do. I went above them. Okay. I did not step on any toes along the way. The first thing I did when I wrote the executive director, because that's now who I'm talking to, I went straight to the top. I said, the people, and I stated names that have been working with me. These people have been extremely patient with me and very, very kind. I love them, but they can't help me. So I'm coming to you. Okay. And since I've been involved and been doing things, they're willing to listen to me. What is that? What is that? That's my reputation. Without my reputation, I don't have shit. Does it matter what people think of me? If I want to do what I do, yes. It will matter what these people think of me. Which means I've got to act appropriately, don't I? Now, it is even more important that Dion acts like a leader and does what he's supposed to do. And when this happens, more shit will come up. It will happen. It's the nature of the beast. The more good I do, the more spiritually attacked I feel. And it isn't by people. Okay. It isn't people doing it. Well, God and other things work through people, though. Right? Right. So, been confusing. I think I confuse people with what I'm doing, but it's okay because to support me in this, you don't necessarily need to understand the full scope of things. You just need to trust the process, and the process that I use is time and tried over and over and over again. Okay, so with this detox, I wrote them back. I said, I see why they're doing that, but there are so many predators out there that now you are making me even more nervous. So we're going to set up a time to talk so we can figure out what's the best way to do this. I'm going to tell you something. I will get what I want. And I'll tell you why. My reputation. This lady's going to go talk to her other people and they're going to say, okay, I'm going to tell you something. Dion's salty, but I'll give you the fucking truth. I do not fear the truth. I don't. I've accepted it. I've moved on. I've done something about it. Okay. What am I doing right now? Okay. Well, I got demons chasing me. I'm turning around saying, back the fuck off. Back off. I got God on my side. And there's nothing you can do. Go bug somebody else. Right? You're going to feel the need to defend yourself. Okay. I can't give you situational things. I'd like to. Okay. But here's a good line that tends to fit for pretty much anything. Okay. Because there's different types of character assassinations. There's different. But if you're there, here's the biggest one that they like to use. It was just a joke. Oh, you can't take a joke. That's the one that people like to use, especially men. Okay. Can you explain that to me, please? And shut up. Just shut up. Do not say anything because the next person that talks loses. And if nothing comes out of their mouth, turn around and walk away. There you go. What do you mean by that? I don't understand. Just put it right back in their court. Ba-dunk. Pickleball bitches. Ba-dunk. Tennis. Ka-bunk. Your court. Dunk. That's a boundary. This is what you usually get. Yum, 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 yum. Amana. We're not going to be able to answer it. How are they going to answer that? Okay. Laugh. Walk away. You'd always do this. And turn around and walk away. Whatever, dude. Okay. And if a group of people want to be like-minded with them, so much the better. Because now you just found out who to stick around. Okay. In the podcast that we were just doing, Steph had brought up, I'm a winner. I'm a winner now. She talked about how we're superheroes. We're chosen. Okay. People that do character assassination and gaslighting are not chosen. They're sober. They're not in recovery. They are still unthinking. They have an alcoholic mind. Pray for them. You may even see them move on to see that they're acting like a bunch, that they're acting like they're helping a bunch of people, but they're not. You want to see somebody, you want to see somebody's true emotions, scare them. Put them in there, make them very uncomfortable. Actually, don't scare them. If you scare me, I will probably punch you. Put them in a car. Say, hey, let's go somewhere. You drive. You'll find out exactly what kind of person you're dealing with. Okay. Watch their actions. See what happens. See, like when I do this, why do you think people do cuts and takes and things like that? What are they going for? What are they going for, man? Because I don't know, especially in recovery. Okay. They don't want any mistakes. I make mistakes here all the time. Why? Because if I can't take care of my mistakes in public, then I have no business being here. Then I have no fucking business being here. If I can't do that, okay, that is why it's hard to do what I do. Because you come on here and everybody is free to come at you. Okay. When I do this, what I'm saying is, yes, you can join and say whatever you want. It's a free world, man. So I take a chance every time I come on here. Okay. I've had one troll in 5 years. One. Why? Because God has my back. Why? Because I do God's will. I do God's will. So have made a decision. Yay, Dion made a decision. And what I want to do is I'm going to start fundraising. And what I want to do is open a halfway house for homeless alcoholics. That's what I want to do. I want it to be totally self-supporting. In other words, we will not take government grants. We will not take any government money. We will be self-supporting through our own contributions. Okay. What am I doing? I'm going back to an original sober living. See, a halfway house, what it allows me to do, allows me to let some people go to work and some people just and some people aren't ready for work. Okay, but they can sit around and make plaques and God boxes and all these different things that we can sell and donate. We can have people come there so that we have meetings and things like that. We need it. Okay. But without that detox, none of it will happen. Without the detox, it won't happen. And if the detox isn't set up right, it'll just make things worse, is what it'll do. Are they going to open up another one like the ones we already have? Because the ones we have don't work. That's great. What treatment are you going to send them to? I have a lot of qualifying questions for that. And I put that in there too. I said, I have a lot of qualifying questions. It shouldn't be a secret. That's stupid. So we're going to have our meeting though. Don't worry, I'm not going to call anybody stupid. All right. I had some errands to run before the 3 o'clock, so I'm going to head on out of here. Thanks for letting me. I think I was just yakking, which is okay too. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye.